For many years at Central Washington University, we have been celebrating Dia de los Muertos, Day of the Dead. And it's a time to remember those who've passed away. A holiday that many folks can relate to, as many of us may have lost someone who we cared for. And it's a time where students, faculty, staff, and local community come together to eat, remember those who we've lost, and to celebrate the lives of those that we want to remember. The tradition is to incorporate the Aztec culture within the celebration. We bring performers from Mexico to come and teach our students the Aztec dance and the tradition. And part of the celebration here, we do a ritual where our Aztec dancers will burn incense, ask permission of the spirits to come and visit. At Central, we decided to do this to allow students to connect with their roots and their history and some traditions that get lost growing up in the U.S. And we invite the community. It's a great opportunity for Central to make that connection with our local members and the community and with students and bring them on campus. The tradition in Mexico is that there will be a pilgrimage, usually from the church to the cemetery. But because we're on campus, we decided to do a pilgrimage from the courtyard and go all the way through campus and end in the Cirque Pit where we had an altar.
So what we're going to do now is just really quickly remind everybody, during this earthquake, when Mexico cried, we cried. Because we're a family here at Central Washington University. And they're part of our family too. When an immigrant is suffering, crossing the border, crossing the desert, and they die, and their family cries, we cry. If there's a DACA student who's feeling the angst of what tomorrow is, and they cry, we cry. So they are also part of this effort as a community, as a Central Washington University family.
The tradition is that the Aztec dancers will dance at every altar that they visit. So they did a dance in Dean Hall, then they moved and danced at the Cirque Pit. And this time the altar was in memory of the folks, the people who died in the earthquake in Mexico. So on the altar you will see images of the people. After that we continue the pilgrimage up and we went to the ballroom where the Aztec dancers performed a couple of dances in honor of Day of the Dead.
Tu tierra cubrió.
And during that time, there's festivities where we have food, crafts for the children, so we really make it a family event to allow the community to come and have a great time at Central and enjoy the food and Day of the Dead. Day of the Dead, Dia de los Muertos, is a holiday that we all can relate to. And I see that, and we see that in the celebration here on campus, where we have diverse populations coming together, bringing images of those who passed away to remember them in a joyful manner, because we mourn them when they die. But every year, then you celebrate their life with joy, and you talk about how they lived and share stories, and folks then are able to connect in that manner, because we all have lost someone, and it's time to remember them and celebrate them.